Which part of the Constitution deals with the fundamental rights? Part 3 of the Constitution. And friends, Part 2 deals with citizenship, Part 4 deals with directive principles of state policy, and Part 4a deals with fundamental duties. Fundamental rights are borrowed from the Constitution of USA. Which part of the Constitution is called the Magna Carta of India? Part 3. Under which articles the Indian Constitution guarantees fundamental rights to the citizens? Under Article 12 to 35. Friends, we have 6 fundamental rights. They are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. Who has the power to enforce the fundamental rights? Supreme Court and High Courts. Friends, by Article 32, Supreme Court enforces fundamental rights, and by Article 226, High Court enforces fundamental rights. Which one of the following is not a fundamental rights? Right to property. Friends, right to property previously was in the fundamental rights, but it was made a legal right under Article 300A in Part 12 of the Constitution by 44th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1978. Which article guarantees equality before the law and equal protection of law within the territory of India? Article 14. And friends, Article 15 deals with the prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex and place of birth, and Article 17 deals with the abolition of untouchability, and Article 18 deals with the abolition of titles. Where did the concept of equality before the law was originated? From Britain. Equality before the law was taken from British Constitution, and equal protection of law has been taken from American Constitution. Which article prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth? Article 15 of the Constitution. And friends, Article 16 of the Constitution deals with the equality of opportunity in public employment. Which fundamental right is concerned with abolition of social distinctions? Right to equality. How many freedoms are guaranteed by Article 19 of the Constitution? 6 freedoms. They are right to freedom of speech and expression, right to assemble peaceably and without arms, right to form associations or union or cooperative societies, right to move freely throughout the country, right to reside and settle in any part of the country, and right to practice any profession, occupation, trade or business. Fundamental freedoms under Article 19 are suspended during emergency caused by war or external aggression. Which fundamental right can be restricted on the ground of contempt of court? Freedom of speech and expression. Which of the following is not specifically mentioned in Article 19 of the Constitution? Freedom to the press. Protection of life and personal liberty is guaranteed by Article 21 of the Constitution. Which fundamental rights cannot be suspended even during an emergency? Right to life and personal liberty. Friends, Article 20 and 21 cannot be suspended even during an emergency. Article 20 deals with protection in respect of conviction of offences, and Article 21 deals with right to life and personal liberty. Which article has provided the right to education is a fundamental right for children aged between 6 to 14? Article 21A. Friends, this provision was added by 86 Constitutional Amendment Act of 2002. Which of the following right is described as the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution? Right to constitutional remedies. Friends, this provision deals with Article 32 of the Constitution. The prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor comes under Article 23 of the Constitution. Friends, Article 22 deals with protection against arrest and detention. Article 24 deals with prohibition of employment of children in factories and mines. And Article 25 deals with freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion. What is the minimum permissible age for employment in any factory or mine in India? 14 years. And friends, this provision is mentioned in Article 24 of the Constitution. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution contain the right to religious freedom? Article 25 to 28. Friends, Article 25 deals with freedom of conscience and free profession, practice, propagation of religion. Article 26 deals with freedom to manage religious affairs. Article 27 deals with freedom from taxation for promotion of a religion. And Article 28 deals with freedom from attending religious instruction. In Indian Constitution, there is no provision for economic rights. Under which article of the Constitution are the cultural and educational rights granted? Article 29 and Article 30. Article 29 deals with protection of interests of minorities, and Article 30 deals with rights of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions. Definition of state mentioned in which of the following article? Article 12 of the Constitution. Which of the following fundamental right is available only to the Indian citizens? Article 15. Friends, Article 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30 are only available to Indian citizens.